Hey guys, it's Jason Dunn here from Digital Home Thoughts, and this is an unboxing and first impressions video of the Dell XPS 7100. So this is a brand new XPS system from Dell. It features AMD's 6-core, their hexa-core processor, and yeah, let's open up the box and see what's inside it. Alright, so here's everything that comes in the box when you buy a Studio XPS 7100. Of course, this is the machine right here. Dell calls this a mini tower, and it is definitely, you know, a smaller than a full-size tower. I would say it's about average size for a mid-tower. And of course, you get all the kind of accessories here. You have power cable, nothing exciting there. Dell gives you a copy of Microsoft Works 9, drivers and utilities, and some stuff here. Works 9, Office 2010 is out now, and Microsoft is supposed to be phasing out Works 9, and they're actually going to have something called, I think it's Office 2010 Starter or something like that. But anyway, not very many people end up using this anyway. It comes with a pretty simple mouse. I didn't upgrade the mouse or anything, but it does look actually kind of cool for a bland, boring mouse. Well, that's kind of neat. Dell upgraded, you know, just sort of your standard crappy mouse, and they gave you one that looks kind of neat. Studio XPS package here. It probably has some, yeah, there's just some basic paperwork here. Nothing too exciting there. And this is going to be just your standard Dell keyboard. Let's get this out of the way here. Again, nothing particularly interesting here. It's just a USB keyboard. I'm going to be using this with a Logitech wireless mouse and keyboard, so we'll just kind of set these aside. So, the XPS 7100, this is really, of course, what this video is about. A couple of specs I'll just rattle off. So this is a new unit that Dell started shipping basically just here in June of 2010, maybe late May, early June 2010. And what's interesting about it is that it's using AMD's Phenom II X6. So that is their 6-core CPU that's inside this beast. This particular model I have is the 1055T model, and it is running also an ATI Radeon HD 5450, which is a 1 gigabyte card. It has 6 gigs of RAM, but interestingly enough, all 4 of the RAM slots are filled up. So that means that Dell actually put two megabyte or 2 gigabyte sticks, and then they also did 2 1 gigabyte sticks. So yeah, that's kind of the way it goes when you want to run in tri-channel mode, because of course it's DDR3 inside here. This model has a 750 gigabyte hard drive. That's a 7200 RPM version. It has integrated 10100 or 1000, so it's gigabit Ethernet. This particular model also has a Blu-Ray drive, which is right up here. I went for a Blu-ray combo, which means that it reads Blu-ray, but it writes to regular DVDs and CDs, so it doesn't actually burn Blu-rays. And then it also has something called THX True Sound PC. I have no idea what that is. It's onboard motherboard based audio, but there's actually a little THX sticker down here that I'll zoom in on in a second. And yeah, that's about it for the specs. So now I'll pause the camera, we'll zoom in, and we'll check out more of what the hardware has to offer here. Alright, so starting way up here at the top of the system, Dell has something they introduced. Actually, I'll zoom out just a little bit here. Dell has something they introduced a little while back in previous XPS models. It's sort of this little tray here, which is actually kind of cool. There's 2 USB ports up top here, and there's also a headphone jack and a microphone jack, which is, you know, pretty interesting placement for it. I think the big thing here with the USB ports, this is a good place to put your digital camera or you know, your Zune, your iPod, whatever, and you can kind of you know, sync and charge it up here and leave it on this little tray. It's not a big innovation, but I think it's a pretty cool addition that Dell added. Now zooming, well actually before I go, I thought it was kind of interesting. They put the sticker here for your serial number and your product number, and then they also put the sticker for the Windows installation. It's kind of weird. I mean, I can kind of understand, you know, they put it here so that people can, I guess, you know, read it without having to crawl around behind their computer. But on the other hand, Dell, you know, put all this work into designing this beautiful chassis, and then they kind of slap these ugly stickers up here. So I don't know. kind of lame. It would have been maybe nicer if they would have put something, if they would have hidden the sticker somewhere in the front panel, but there you go. Now, let me zoom down a little bit here. And right on the front here, pretty standard memory card slot. So you have a compact flash card slot, smart media / XD slot here. You have a secure digital, or actually it says RS. Well, it's secure digital and MMC cards basically, but really MMC is kind of a dead format. And then you also have, if you're a Sony user, you have a memory stick Pro, etc., etc. Now, right here on this panel, this is the panel that has my Blu-ray reader, and of course it doesn't, oh yeah, I can flip it open, but basically my Blu-ray DVD reader is behind it here. This is where you would have a second optical disc drive if you had anything, but as you can see I don't have anything in here. And then down here, I'll just keep moving the camera down, there's this kind of cool little panel here. It's a little bit hard to see, so I'll just see if I can angle it up and kind of show you. Basically, it's just this panel here that has two more USB ports here, and there's nothing here. It almost looks like maybe this is where they could have put a 3.5 inch you know, bay of some sort, but yeah, it's essentially not really anything that you would use, but it's kind of cool that it's there. And I'm going to pause the camera and we'll go down to the bottom of the unit. Alright, so this is the very base of the unit, and basically it's a little hard to see, but this is where air most likely is being pulled in from the front here. And Dell, of course, did manage to get some more stickers on here. You can't sell a computer without your stickers, so we have a Windows 7 sticker, AMD sticker, and a THX. What's interesting is that this is a sticker and this is a sticker, so you can pull it off. This THX over here, it says THX True Studio PC. It's actually not a sticker. It's actually like it's embossed or something. Like it's part of the actual plastic chassis. So you can't get rid of that. But you know, once I take off these two stickers, it'll look pretty cool. But again, I think it's so cheesy that Dell has to put stickers on here. Although I do think that they probably get paid a few bucks to put these stickers on here, or it might even be something that they're contractually obligated to do. But I still think it's kind of lame. All right, so I'm going to pause the camera again, and we'll check out the back of this beast. So, starting at the top here, this is the power supply. Of course, this is where you plug in the power. Nothing very exciting there. Oops, I bumped the camera. Now, moving down a little bit here, this is the one of the chassis fans. So this is probably, hopefully, going to be blowing hot air from inside the machine out here. We have a digital audio, SPDIF, as it's sometimes called, up here. I'll just zoom in so you can kind of check that out. What's kind of weird is that it says the word HDMI right below it, and there's like a little plastic panel. Okay, there we go. Yeah, actually there is HDMI. That's actually a little bit surprising because there's HDMI also down below on the video card, which you'll see in a second. So it looks like this thing has, I guess the motherboard must have some form of onboard video, and then of course you can get it with the dedicated video card, which I did end up getting. But yeah, so it looks like there's HDMI out and there's DVI. However, these may be disabled because I have a dedicated video card in it, but we will see. We have a few more ports here. We have an eSATA. We have two more USB ports, well, actually four more in total. We have a gigabit, and then we have the usual bevy of connectors here for surround sound, audio, you know, rear channel, etc. And then there's also a microphone port here. And worth noting is that there is no Firewire port. So Firewire is really, truly good and dead, essentially. You'll still find Firewire 800, you know, in some Mac products, but Firewire as a protocol is essentially gone. eSATA is nice and fast, and of course USB 3.0 is coming. It's unfortunately not available yet in any of these units. And down here we have the dedicated video card. So of course it has DVI out, it has HDMI, and it also has VGA. Now this was, of course, the ATI Radeon HD 5450. This particular card has a fan. I'll probably crack open the case and you can take a look inside and I'll just kind of show you. If I do end up keeping this product and not returning it, I'm always a little bit iffy when I order an XPS. It really depends on the volume, how loud this system is. If it's loud and the fans are kind of loud, it's probably going to end up going back. But if I do keep it, I will take out this video card because it's not passively cooled. Or rather, I'll see how loud it is. But what I'll probably do is I'll rip out this card and I'll put in something that has dual DVI, because I like to run dual monitors and I don't really want to run one over DVI and one over VGA. So I'll pause the camera and we will take a look at the insides. Hang on.